It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaughton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Ready to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got a green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee and he'll take over at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. first and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up first down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Seems like a perpetual search of productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and they get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he coughed up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. After the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First carry for James Conner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10 is Counter. Good move at the 30. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards and moves the sticks.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The drive will start with an option going left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because it just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll only get this to 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from 29. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Rashard Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
The sack cost him only a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, 28 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense had to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754, of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on a quick slant.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So when you think play action right here, because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football going back over to Arizona now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to stop so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hit if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch the safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First throw taken by Pascal. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, look at the chip. Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. See, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Shotgun snap, and then they give to Sanders. Brought down at the 20.
We call a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there and make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seemed a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as a fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Come on, time to play. Let's go, fellas. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Once again, we got to get it. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain of the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like it take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So on 2nd down, field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
What's interesting, when we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's be smart. Can't beat us. Do your thing.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you could probably pin part of the deficit on failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On the draw, Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Murray's throw taken in by Green here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play fake, Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Connor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we tend to give those running backs and their slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. First down, Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says a line judge. The throw took it a little too far, 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point good by Prater, and that cuts this lead down to 13. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping in behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Oh, they did a double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was positive play because that's a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Nifty move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete bunt. Really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now, that's a mount of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Phoenix, Arizona is the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Screen pass to Connor, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
It's showtime, baby.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run here with Sanders. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Partner, I like they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They go play action with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Going for it with Sanders, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And his Cardinal defense comes up in the goal line stand. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
But some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there.
Oh, Connor loses it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open left side is Brown. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goal post, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone's stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting up to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Sanders. Gets past one man, and he's across the 43, extra yards to the 43. 85 yards rushing for now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. looking to throw. But it's caught on the right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeout to early opportunity? Or what till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they will get it down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by a field goal. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw, Murray. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they were able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.